The name echoes through history. He is a figure shrouded in both awe and fear. From the steppes of Mongolia, he rose to conquer much of the known world. His story is one of ambition, ruthlessness, and military genius. Few individuals have left such a mark on history. Genghis Khan transformed the political map of Eurasia. He connected east and west through trade and diplomacy. But his conquests also brought about widespread destruction. How did a boy born into obscurity rise to such heights? What were the secrets behind his military successes? And what is the true legacy of this complex and contradictory figure? Join us as we explore the life and times of Genghis Khan, the conqueror who changed the course of history. Before he was Genghis Khan, he was Temüjin. Born into the harsh and unforgiving landscape of Mongolia, Temüjin's early years were anything but easy. His story begins around 1162 AD, a time when Mongolia was a land of constant turmoil and strife. The vast steppes were home to numerous tribes, each vying for power and dominance. The Mongol tribes were constantly warring, and alliances were as fragile as the grass underfoot. For a young boy like Temüjin, the steppes were a dangerous place, filled with both natural and human threats. The vast open land was both a playground and a battleground, where survival depended on wit, strength, and sometimes sheer luck. When he was just 9 years old, his father, Yasuge, was poisoned by a rival clan. This event would set the stage for the many challenges Temüjin would face in his formative years. His family was abandoned by their own tribe and left to fend for themselves in the harsh wilderness. They faced hunger, cold, and the constant threat of attack from rival tribes and wild animals. These early experiences were harsh and unrelenting, but they also taught Temüjin valuable lessons about survival, resilience, and the importance of family and loyalty. Instead of breaking him, these hardships forged his character. Temüjin learned to be resourceful, to think on his feet, and to never give up, no matter how dire the circumstances. He developed skills in hunting, foraging, and crafting tools, all of which were essential for survival on the steppes. He also learned the importance of loyalty and the value of strong alliances. In a world where betrayal was common, loyalty became a cornerstone of Temüjin's character. He understood that trust and mutual respect were crucial for building strong, lasting relationships. Temüjin's ability to think strategically and lead others would become one of his greatest strengths. He learned to plan, to anticipate the moves of his enemies, and to inspire those around him. As he grew older, Temüjin's experiences and the lessons he learned would shape him into a formidable leader and strategist. The trials and tribulations of his youth prepared him for the immense challenges he would face as he rose to power. These early experiences shaped the future conqueror, instilling in him the qualities of a great leader, setting the stage for his transformation into Genghis Khan. Temüjin rose to prominence through a combination of cunning and military skill. He forged alliances with other tribes. He outmaneuvered his enemies. He slowly unified the Mongol tribes under his banner. In 1206, at a gathering of Mongol leaders, Temüjin was proclaimed Genghis Khan. The title meant ocean ruler or universal ruler, reflecting his growing ambition. He was determined to create a powerful Mongol empire. Genghis Khan understood that unity was strength. He broke down traditional tribal divisions. He promoted people based on merit rather than birthright. This created a sense of loyalty and cohesion within his growing empire. Under his leadership, the Mongol nation expanded rapidly, becoming one of the largest empires in history. Genghis Khan's legacy endures, a testament to his vision and leadership. Genghis Khan's military successes were due in part to his revolutionary tactics. He understood the importance of speed and mobility. The Mongol army was largely a cavalry force. This allowed them to cover vast distances and strike quickly. He also mastered the art of siege warfare. The Mongols adopted new technologies such as gunpowder and catapults. They could besiege and conquer even the most heavily fortified cities. Genghis Khan was a master strategist. He studied his enemies carefully. He exploited their weaknesses, and he was always willing to adapt his tactics to the situation at hand. The Mongols used feigned retreats, ambushes, and encirclements to outmaneuver their foes. Effective communication with signal flags, drums, and messengers ensured coordinated attacks. With his unified army and innovative tactics, Genghis Khan embarked on a series of conquests. His military strategies were revolutionary, combining speed, surprise, and psychological warfare. The Mongol warriors, known for their exceptional horsemanship and archery skills, became an unstoppable force on the battlefield. He first subdued the rival tribes in Mongolia. This unification was not just a military achievement, but also a political and social one. By bringing together the fragmented tribes, Genghis Khan laid the foundation for a cohesive and powerful empire. Then, he turned his attention to the wealthy Jin dynasty in northern China. The Jin dynasty, with its fortified cities and vast resources, posed a significant challenge. However, Genghis Khan's innovative siege tactics and relentless assaults eventually led to their downfall. Genghis Khan's campaigns were characterized by both strategic brilliance and brutality. His ability to adapt to different combat situations and his ruthless approach to warfare instilled fear in his enemies. The Mongol army's discipline and coordination were unmatched, making them a formidable adversary. He often offered his enemies a chance to surrender peacefully. This tactic was not just a show of mercy, but also a strategic move to avoid unnecessary bloodshed and to quickly expand his empire. Those who accepted his terms were often integrated into the Mongol administration, contributing to the empire's growth. But those who resisted were met with swift and merciless retribution. The consequences of defiance were severe, serving as a stark warning to others. Entire cities were razed, and populations decimated, ensuring that resistance was a rare occurrence. By 1227, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. This vast expanse of territory was unprecedented, showcasing the sheer scale of Genghis Khan's conquests. The empire's reach facilitated trade, cultural exchange, and the spread of ideas across continents. It was one of the largest empires in world history. The Mongol Empire's size and influence were unparalleled, leaving a lasting impact on the regions it encompassed. The administrative and military innovations introduced by Genghis Khan continued to influence future generations. Genghis Khan's reign was not just about conquest. He also established a period of peace and stability known as Pax Mongolica. This Mongol peace had a profound impact on Eurasia. Trade flourished under Mongol rule. The Silk Road connecting east and west was revitalized. New ideas and technologies spread throughout the empire. Cultural exchange was encouraged. Genghis Khan was surprisingly tolerant for a conqueror. He allowed religious freedom within his empire. He promoted meritocracy in his administration. He valued loyalty and competence above all else. The Mongol Empire's vast expanse united diverse cultures under one rule. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his empire continued to expand under his successors. His sons and grandsons conquered new territories, extending the empire. The Mongol Empire eventually stretched from Korea to Poland, becoming the largest contiguous empire in history. Genghis Khan's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He was a brilliant military strategist and a ruthless conqueror. He was a unifier and a destroyer, transforming the world around him. He was both a product of his time and a transformative figure who left an indelible mark on history. His descendants continued to rule over parts of Asia for centuries. The Yuan dynasty, founded by his grandson Kublai Khan, ruled over China. The Golden Horde controlled Russia, while the Ilkhanate ruled Persia, showcasing the vast influence of Genghis Khan's lineage. Genghis Khan's legacy is a tale of two extremes. He was a unifier and a destroyer. He brought peace and prosperity to some, while unleashing devastation on others. On one hand, he united the Mongol tribes. He created a vast empire. He fostered trade and cultural exchange. He ushered in a period of relative peace and stability. On the other hand, his conquests were brutal. Millions died under his rule. His armies left a trail of destruction across Asia. His name became synonymous with cruelty and barbarity. Yet, his rule also led to innovations and cultural exchanges. The Mongol Empire revolutionized communication and military tactics. His governance brought diverse peoples together under a single rule. His descendants continued to shape the world long after his death. Genghis Khan was a complex and contradictory figure. He was a brilliant military leader, a shrewd politician, and a ruthless conqueror. His life and legacy continue to fascinate and inspire debate centuries later. He remains a national hero in Mongolia. He is revered as the father of their nation. However, he is also remembered as a symbol of destruction and terror in many parts of the world. Genghis Khan's story reminds us that history is never black and white. It is a tapestry woven from shades of gray. He was both a product of his time and a transformative figure who left an enduring mark on the world. His strategies and innovations in warfare changed the course of history. Genghis Khan's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of leadership and vision.